Okay guys, let's see procedure to host or place a Java web application onto the internet network. So how can I host my web application on Java web application on the internet network? So in the internet environment, two types of machines are there. Two types of machines will be there. First machine, the machine having varying IP address or different IP address. Time to time its IP address will be changed. Time to time its IP address will be changed. And one more machine, one more environment, the static IP address. The static IP address, the machines having static IP address contains fixed IP address. So some of the basic fundas, machines having varying or different varying or different IP address IP address time to time time to time time to time its IPs its IP its internet protocol address its IP address will change will change, whereas static IP address static IP address machine having static IP address or contains fixed IP address fixed IP address. Okay, now let's see the steps, various steps. So step 1, procedure to place or host a Java web application on the internet network. So first of all, we need to keep our web application, keep your web application ready. Keep your web application ready. Take an example. Last time in the previous session we have developed n number of web applications, maybe for practicing sake or some demonstration sake. So here web apps, and let me use somewhat init both service voter app. Okay, fine. So these are the different apps. You can take any app, wish app. Okay, wish app, this is the app I would like to keep. Okay, fine. This is my taking example. I am considering here 9 wish app. So here 9 wish app. So I am trying to keep my 9 wish app, which is a free, so which is available along with me. Fine. So 9 wish app, one web application has been created. Web application is ready in our local machine, now fine. Next step 2, we need to purchase a domain name. We need to purchase domain name from domain registrar, like you can say, what are domain registrar? GoDaddy, or you can visit www.godaddy.com or rejoice.com and etc. Okay, and some of the domain registrars are like you can say here free hosting or hostinger. So like this you will find a number of hostings, but Rejoice is a Java based Rejoice provides Java based Tomcat server. Okay, but whereas GoDaddy provides PHP server. Fine. Next, let us proceed for third step. So here is step 3. Purchase. We need to purchase space in web server. We need to purchase space in a web server from domain registrar. Okay, domain register to deploy our web application. Take one note here. So domain registrar always maintains this space or this web server in static IP address based on a machine of internet network. So domain registrar maintains this space, or you can say this web server in static IP address based on machine of internet network. Okay, next step 3, not step 3, step 3 has been covered. Step 4. In step 4, we need to download one or other FTP application. From domain registrar website. So download FTP application. From domain registrar website. Okay, next step, step 5. In this step 5, we need to use FTP application and upload the web application from our machine to domain registrar static IP address machine based web server. So next step is use FTP application and upload the web application from our machine to domain registrar static IP address machine based web server. Next step 6. Now in this step 6, domain registrar, what domain registrar does? Domain registrar links domain name with the home page URL in Global DNS registry. So domain registrar links your domain name, that are captured domain name, with home page URL in Global DNS registry. Take example, if you buy the domain name called techfortjava.com, so this domain name will be linked to the static IP called http:// Suppose take example 180, I'm using for the sake of example 180.4.6.145.134 colon, and the IP address of the web server. Take example, we are going for 1988, or you can say 2020, and your application name. What's your application name? Just I took here. My application name is, so here 9wish app. So this is your application name. So this application name 9wish app, followed by this 9wish app. So 9wish app / index.html, index.html. Okay, fine. So here your domain name, the domain name that you purchased from the domain registrar will be linked to the static IP address, on which port number the server is running, your context root name or web application name, and your welcome page of your application. Fine. Next, step 7. Fine. So to test the hosted website, from browser window, just we can try enter the above URL in the browser. So how it works, take example, if I go diagrammatically, assume this is my machine, this is my computer, or you can call our machine. This is our machine. Fine. Now in this machine, our machine contains the web application. It contains a web application. So this is my web application. I am giving the name here. Take example, voter app. Not voter app. Wish app. 9 wish app. I took the name 9 wish app, which will wish you message. And this wish app contains some of the web resource programs, and the web resource programs like your welcome page, or some of the servlets, some of the images. These are the web resource programs which is available in your 9wish app. So these are the web resource programs which is available in your program. Now I want to load this program into the domain registrar machine. So this is my domain registrar machine. So here is my domain registrar machine with static IP, address. Okay, fine. So here, let me minimize some of size. Fine, done. And this machine contains the server, web server. So suppose this is web server. Fine, let me give the name here, web server. So this is web server. Fine. And in this web server, I want to deploy my web application. Fine. So I need to use this machine, and here I can link by using FTP. So here, let me use the name here from here to here. So here, FTP app, we have to use FTP application based uploading. FTP application based uploading of 9wish app on 9wish app. Okay, fine. So when you click on upload using FTP, your 9wish app will be available onto the server machine. So assume this is your 9wish app, and let me give the name here, 9wish app. So this is your 9wish app. Okay, and some other web resource programs within this. So these all are the web resource program which is available in your application, which has been uploaded from client machine to our machine to domain registrar machine. Okay, fine. And some other applications, some other user applications, some other websites, other web applications. Okay, These are the other web applications, you can say. So let me give the names here. So here is the name, other web application. Okay, fine. So this is the way it will works here. So these are the other web applications. This 1, 2, 3, 4, n number of applications can be deployed. Fine. So this is the way that how can you host or place a Java web application onto the internet network, Then global DNS registry. Global DNS registry. What global DNS registry works? So here is global DNS registry. So how it works? Take an example. I'm using www.google.com. Google.com. This google.com is linked with what's the Google IP? I want to know google.com IP. Google.com IP. Okay. So know the Google IP. Know the IP address. Know the IP address of website. Fine. Just I want to know the IP address. Let me check the IP address. And here you can see find the IP address. I want to test here. So just enter the IP address and you will come to know. So let me ping. Just you have to use the ping command. Tracing the IP address, I can call ping. Okay, I can use tracer. And simply type, I can type the command from go to cmd and type here tracer, tra tracer www.google.com www.google.com. So here also I can check www.google.com. Find the IP. So you can see here the IP address is 170.2.17.1. So this is the IP address. You can check it here. Fine. The IP address google.com is this is the IP address that you are fetching from Google, and from the command prompt you can see so this is the IP address. Fine. So how this is the way that global DNS works. Take an example, the global IP address, if I take it here 172 somewhat, if I copy it from here. Fine. So this IP address I have copied and currently here. So 172.217.1.28. So like this you can go for anything www.zoho.com and this will be linked with the some IP address 43.6.7.123. So this is the global DNS will works, and here you can say check it here. I can say here http:// and here I can say here Google search engine, Google and somewhat index page, index.html. Okay. Same way here also http:// how it works means this domain name is linked with the IP address somewhat zoho slash login page or search page, login.html or index. Okay, fine. Like this you can go for gmail.gmail.com, and this is linked with one other static IP address like http:// like 170.4.5. something 32 slash gmail app slash login.html login or register.html. Fine, this is the way the global DNS registry works. Global DNS registry works. Okay, fine boss. Next, the flow of execution. The flow of execution. So let us understand the flow of execution, how this global DNS works with your domain name. So flow of execution. Okay. So first of all, end user gives the request. End user types the URL in a browser address bar. So end user types URL. End user types URL in the browser window, in the browser address bar, or you can call URL bar. Second step. In the second step, what happens? Internet service provider, ISPs, internet service provider or ISP, like I can say the Beam, or you can call BSNL, or you can go for Airtel, or you can say Baba, Idea, and etc. takes this request, or one more is booming into market, ISP, Geo takes this request, takes your entered request in the browser window and passes to DNS registry, domain naming, sorry, registry, DNS registry. This DNS registry gives home page URL based on the given domain name. So this DNS registry gives home page URL based on the given domain name. So based on the details of home page URL, the web application hosted in domain registrar machine will be located and the requested web resource program will be visited, or you can say executed, will be executed. Okay, fine. And finally, the output of web resource program, comes to browser window, comes to client window, or you can say browser window through web server, Okay, so these are the steps to place or host a Java web application to the internet machine, Okay, fine. Next here, I would like to give a note here. If you want to modify if you want to modify existing web resource program, then what we will do? Just to modify existing web resource program, if you want to modify existing web resource program, then simply replace that existing web resource program with new web resource program. So to modify existing web resource program, replace existing web resource program, simply replace existing web resource program, and add new web resource program, so we can use FTP application. Fine, boss. So these are the hints and tips and procedure to place or host your Java based web application onto the internet network. So let us see some of the 7 methods of the